Welcome to UGC NET and GATE Computer Science students. In today's topic, I'll be discussing Unit 9 from UGC NET Computer Science, that is a data communication and computer network. And before discussing question, I want to give you brief information about how to approach this June 2020 examination and as per new syllabus. For this, if you have any queries, you can write me here or you can WhatsApp me here. These are the usual types of questions they will be asking from this data and computer network, like subnet mask and number of subnets, Huffman code, sometime data rate, bit rate, baud rate, and then class of IP address, error correction detection, error correction the sense arming code, error detection the sense parity check, checksum, cyclic redundancy check, then security related problematic question from black cyber, public key cyber, RSA algorithm, transposition cyber, and Caesar cyber. And after that they may ask a question from bandwidth of network and arming distance and all. Okay, so you know syllabus very well for this particular subject. Now I am going for discussing what are the question usually problematic kinds. Okay, network with bandwidth of 10 megabits per second can pass only an average of 12,000 frames per minute, with each frame carrying average of 10,000 bits. What is the throughput? They are asking throughput, so I'll briefly explain you what information you want to capture from this problematic information. So actually bandwidth of network is 10 megabits per second, but we are sending averagely 12,000 frames for every 60 seconds, because they mention it is per minute. So what is the size of each frame is nothing but 10,000. What is throughput is nothing but amount of data transmitted per second is called throughput. Okay, so we have all direct information, so you'll be we can skip this bandwidth information because not necessary here. So actually that is capacity of that particular network. Okay, so now 12,000 frame into each frame size is 10,000 bits divided by why it is 60 is nothing but per minute it's sending this much frame. For for second, what is the data it's sending? Okay, which is nothing but again we are multiplying and cancelling, you'll be getting almost what 20 lakhs bits per second. Okay, which is nothing but 2 megabits per second. Okay, so now next one is Piconet is the basic unit of Bluetooth, consists of how many master node and how many slaves nodes. Usually it is IEEE 802.15, so usually it have one master node and 8 slave nodes. And then consider a subnet with 720 routers, 3 level hierarchy chosen. Usually if you are having such a router information, it will be having number of region, number of cluster, and then number of routers. They should be following order. The number of cluster must be lesser than number of region lesser than the number of router. That way we want to organize, then only it is very efficient. They are asking, if you are going for 8 cluster, each cluster having 9 region, each region having 10 routers, then what is the number of entries you want to keep in record? Okay, so for that what you want to do here is, usually one cluster will be local, then among 8 cluster, how many far away from local cluster is 7, because from 8 1 act as the local, 7 will be other area cluster. Like that, from 9 region 1 act as local region, 8 will be act as other regions. Like that Okay, so here these are the information, but each region having 10 routers, so which means there is no local router and I mean far away router from this 10 routers. Okay, so now what happened, totally 10 entries per number of routers in each region. One region act as the local region, remaining 8 act as the I mean outer region. Okay, like that one cluster act as the local, 7 as outer. So 10 into 8 into 7, sorry, 10 plus 8 plus 7 is total number of entry, 25. Okay, so this you want to calculate. And which of the following IP address, here they mentioned this IP address, this belongs to which class. Okay, and for that you want to know this information starting from 0 to 127, totally 128. So then it is said to be class A, and we can assure that starting address of every class, 4 part it have, right. First part alone you want to count, remaining part no need to. Okay, so because for starting first part alone 0 to 127, rest of the I mean part are all are 0 for starting address, like that ending address all are 225. Okay, so we can skip that, and here you want to know only first part of every class, 0 to 127 totally 128, 128 to 191 totally 64. Okay, so like that 192 to 223 totally 32, so 224 to 239 totally 16, another 16 is here, 16 plus 16 plus 32 plus 64, so plus 128, totally 256 number of I mean so division here. For that we have this class. Okay, usually this class ABC belongs to commercial, which means any commercial IP address from this range, and class D is meant for multicasting, class E for research and development. Now how they are calculating this range? Okay, if you want to understand and remember, I'll teach you now. 0 to 127. Okay, so that is just to remember. What is the range for this class B is nothing but, so from 127 add 1 to that, so which is become 128. From with 127 add 64, which is nothing but 191. Like that from class B to next class C address is nothing but add 1 to this 191, which is nothing but 192, add 32 with this one, it is become 223. Like that how to differentiate class C to class D is nothing but add 1 with this starting address of class D, and add 16 to this 223, which is nothing but 239. Okay, so now just add 1 to this, it will become starting address of class E, again add 16, it will be getting. Okay, so this way you want to. Next one is I mean, so they are asking what is the class for this IP address, so 223 belongs to class C. Okay, next one is what percentage of IP address space to all in C class IP address. Okay, so we already know one, I mean, so if you are having 32 bit, all are 32 bit be represented in 4 part, right, each part having 8 bit information. Okay, so now we are taking 0 to 127 for class A, which means from 256 range, if we are dividing this range, it is nothing but what, 50%. Okay, so why I mean here is previously we discussed about this one. So if I mean we will be having 0.0.0.02 255.225.255. Okay, so these are the number of IP address, which means 2 power 32 IP address. From this 2 power 16 IP address can be this class A, that is 50%. Okay, so like that class B is nothing but this 50% in the sense from this we are adding 64. Okay, so now 256 is totally 100%. Okay, so from this half of that one is nothing but 128, which is 50%. Half of this one is what? 64. Okay, so now 25%. Half of this is nothing but, okay, so 32. Okay, which is nothing but, because we are adding 32 with this one, that's why I am saying. Okay, which mean 50%, 25%, 12.5%, again 6.25%, 6.25%. Okay, this way you want to understand. So for class C, so this belongs to what? 12.5%. Okay, so from total number of IP address, okay, 12.5% alone is reserved for class C IP address. Okay, and next one is a web application and its support environment have not been fully fortified against attack, which means if you are developing web application, there may be a possibility of attacking its website. Okay, then web engineer estimate that likelihood of repelling hood an attack is only 30%, which means what? So we can countermeasure the attack only for 30%. An application does not contain sensitive or controversial information, so threat probability is 25%. Okay, then what is the integrity of web application, which means what? So how much percentage of data alone secure and without any attack, that is integrity. Okay, so now we know that from formula, threat equal to probability that attack will occur. Okay, they mentioned that it is 25%. Security is nothing but what? Okay, they are providing only for 30%. Okay, then integrity is nothing but 1 minus threat into 1 minus security. Okay, so if you are substituting this formula, you will be getting this answer. Okay, so next one is you are designed a link layer protocol for link with bandwidth of 1 gigabits per second, so over fiber link with length of 800 kilometer. Assume speed of light is they provided this as 2 lakh kilometer per second. What is the propagation delay in the link? Propagation delay is nothing but the distance to be traveled divided by time. Okay, that is delay. Okay, so they mentioned that it is 800 kilometer divided by speed of light, that is time, so which is nothing but 2 lakh. So we will be getting this as 4 into 10 power minus 3. Okay, so 4 into 10 power minus 3 you will be getting. So if you are cancelling, okay, which is nothing but 4 millisecond. Okay, so next one is you need 500 subnet, each about 100 usable host per subnet. What is the network mask you assign using class B address? Okay, and before that you want to know if you are having class A or B or C, we have default subnet mask. If it is class A, which is nothing but 255.0.0.0. okay, and if you are having class B, it is 255.255.0.0. class C is nothing but 258.258.258.0. okay, so now we know default subnet mask for class B. Okay, so now what is the concept here we want to know? Okay, so actually if you are having class B network, so we are assigning 32-bit for IP address or network. Okay, so this will be divided into 2 of first 16-bit reserved for what is called network ID. Okay, and rest of the 16-bit reserved for host ID, which means we can connect 2 power 16 minus 2 number of network with from the class B. Each network able to accommodate 2 power 16 number of computer. Okay, now from 2 power 16 number of network, we are taking single network. from this class B. Now how many subnet we are breaking that single network, that is the 500 subnet you want to keep. Okay, which mean from 32 bits we reserving this total number of network as 16 2 power 16 network. We should not touch these bits. Okay, a network of this class B can able to accommodate what, 2 power 16 number of computer. This bit has to break into two part, one part with some number of bits for assigning to subnet, another part is assigning to number of host, which mean we are not having such a network with the number of computer to connect, so I am dividing that into number of subnet. Okay, so now we need 500 subnet. So how many bits we can break from this 16 bit is nothing but 9. Why? Because 512 is nothing but 2 power 9. 500 subnet we need. Okay, so we need 9 bits. So 16 minus 9 is nothing but 7. 7 bit we reserve for host, which means after breaking 16 bit into 9 bit for subnet, 500 subnet we can, 512 subnet we can connect. Each subnet accommodating 2 power 7 number of host. Okay, which is nothing but maximum 128 number of computer we can connect in each subnet. Okay, so now what happen is so now we decided that okay, how many number of bits reserved for this subnet. So now this 16 bit is nothing but network bits, this 9 bit, this 8 bit followed by this 1 bit, totally 9 bit reserved for subnet. Okay, so after represent, I mean, so usually network bits and subnet bits supposed to represent in 1 and host bit 7 bit supposed to represent 0. After that you want to make it as a decimal part, you will be getting answer. Okay, so now what happened, here we are having 2 divide point, 2 divide point, 2 divide point, this 1 followed by 70 is nothing but 128. Okay, that is your subnet mask now. Okay, but default it is 2 divide point, 2 divide point, 0.0. After dividing to 500 subnet, the subnet mask is like this. Okay, so okay, so this one is answer. Okay, and next is same kind. Okay, so now we go for next question. Suppose we have I mean this is related to security algorithms of private key cryptography. So we have Blowfish algorithm, data encryption standard, international data encryption algorithm, and reverse cyber 5. Okay, and its corresponding key length they provided, so you want to match it. Okay, usually DS algorithm following 56 bits key, and like that RC5 follow 128. So once we are matching you will be getting, and like that Blowfish we are having 1 to 448 bits key length algorithm, so we can easily match it. Okay, and next one is the period of signal is 100 millisecond, its frequency. Okay, so we know the formula between frequency and time. Frequency is so inversely proportional to time. What they given here is nothing but they mention time. Okay, so now you want to measure frequency, which is nothing but 1 by time. Okay, so they mention that what, okay, so it is 1 divided by 100 milliseconds. Okay, so this will be actually what, 1 divided by millisecond is nothing but 10 power minus 3. So it is what, 10 power minus 1. Okay, so which mean what, which will be 1 divided by 10. So it is nothing but 10 hertz. Okay, so 10 hertz is answer, but your answer mentioned in either kilohertz or kilohertz. Okay, so now 10 hertz is nothing but what, so 10 power minus 2 kilohertz, because we are multiplying this kilohertz here, right? Okay, so it is the answer. Okay, and I'll be stop here. I'll discuss rest of the question in next part. Thank you for watching.